Hi, and welcome to the fifth quarter. I'm Ben, and this is Jordan, and we're going to talk some basketball. What are we doing?
Well, firstly, my side today.
Oh, yes.
We had the Dame Fives Clutch Edition colorway.
Let me have a look. I saw you wearing these on Monday.
They're
I
actually,
actually haven't had a look close up.
they're actually honestly
Wait.
comfy as.
Would you
and they
say,
feel
are
good.
these your favourite Dames?
Well, they are now. The
Yeah,
twos were honestly the twos probably the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. But for a first wear and looking forward, yeah, they're good. How's the group feel?
Oh, she's good.
But the clutch colorway
Yeah.
in honor of his game winner. Had to mention it again. My
Wait,
goodness.
Wait.
And actually, they released it before he hit the
Yeah.
the game winner, series
Yeah.
winner. Hilarious. It just works in perfectly.
Someone
Very nice.
Someone told me that we need to do an unboxing video of something. I laughed at the idea, but hell, when we get it's basically unboxing.
We're gonna have to. We'll come up with an unboxing. Why not?
I will do
A
it.
cheeky little unboxing.
Open some basketball cards.
Oh, I like that. So conference semis.
Okay, yeah.
We're already into it. We're running a little bit behind. We were in Darwin last weekend playing some basketball, repping Australia and Melbourne. So we missed out on the first week and a half of the second round, but
Yeah.
we'll go into our predictions
Yeah, like,
and then talk about what's happened.
to be honest, one of the series is already over. Like, they're basically finished. But we had our predictions anyway.
We did.
Yeah.
We talked about it. So I'll go the West.
Yeah,
You follow me, or do you want me to just give you all of them?
you give them all. Give 'em all.
Okay, done. So I had Warriors Rockets. I said Warriors in 4-2.
Okay.
4-2, so
Yeah.
in 6. I had Portland Denver. I had Portland in 6, so
Yeah.
4-2. I had Bucks over the Celtics 4-3.
Alright. Yeah.
Wrong. I had Philly v Raptors. I had Philly 4-1.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna quit while I'm behind.
Okay.
Okay, what do you have?
So, and I'm not going to cheat just because I don't have them written down. I won't cheat. I was going to have, firstly, Houston. I was going to pick Houston in 6 games, 4-2.
Yeah.
But it's alright, they'll just get it done in 7. Once Portland beat the
Thunder.
Thunder,
Yeah.
I then changed. I didn't think Portland was going to get through the
Yeah,
first one.
it's
and
true.
then initially I didn't think they'd get through the second one, but then I changed it and I actually thought Portland would win probably 4-2 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, not looking good.
Mm.
Right, for my prediction.
Yeah, that's right.
I said I'll have to get done in 7.
That's exactly right.
I had all mine are basically the same, and then I had the Bucks in 4-2 as well.
Yeah.
And I had Philly. I had Philly 4-1.
We both discussed it. We're both like, yeah, 4-1. Easy.
Yeah, it made sense to me.
Easily wrong.
Like Kyle Lowry, second round, if he makes it.
He doesn't know what the second
Yeah.
round is.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously a few of those we were wrong on.
Yeah.
Do you want to start on the east side or? Well, we should. We probably should
Start with the one that's actually technically done.
finish today.
Yeah, the Bucks over Boston. They have looked completely dominant.
Oh my goodness!
Like that first game,
Who-
I don't even know how they won that first game based on the other 4. Like,
honestly, they everyone was like Celtics are gonna beat the Bucks. They're gonna make it to the finals.
yeah,
They made them look like absolute children out there.
yeah,
The Celtics had one good game.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, they're gonna upset them. And then since then, Kyrie decided that he quit. shooting 8 from 22, 7 from 22, 6 from 21.
you can't.
The last 3 games.
Yeah, you can't win on those numbers.
And shooting an air ball today and then kind of going, I don't care. Literally, that's what he
Yeah.
mouthed. Like,
He's gone. At the
He's
end of the
done.
season. He's gone.
we'll do a wrap-up video of the teams that didn't make it, that lose in the second round, and we'll definitely talk about the fact that I don't think he's a Celtic man anymore.
Yeah,
He's done. But the Bucks moving forward, they look really good. Giannis is killing it. He is untouchable, and their bench is so good. Shout out to Pat Connaughton.
I knew you were going to shout him out.
Shout out!
I was going to.
The white boy. Honestly.
He is just a solid near 10 points a game. And he does more than just score, though.
He had 6 points, 11 rebounds today.
Oh, yes.
And Malcolm Brogdon came back from injury today.
Hey, that's good. I didn't actually know that.
Well, I was surprised. I thought he might have been out for the whole series.
Yeah.
They look good, I think, against anyone that they come up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who comes out of the other semi-final because the Bucks will take care of them.
And
although, but speaking of that, I guess.
Okay, moving on. Sixers versus the Raps. Raps are up 3-2 and look to be all over them.
Yeah. Well, there was one guy. Okay, I thought the Sixers, they had to have one person step up, and if that person stepped up, they would take care of business. And I thought that person was Jimmy Butler, and he's actually done it somewhat. I think he's actually been the best player in that series
for the Sixers. 100%.
The problem being, Kawhi's being an animal.
Yeah,
he's being an absolute animal, and Kyle Lowry has not been terrible like I thought he would.
No, he's been consistent.
Yeah.
Well, I had my guy for that series, for the Sixers Raps series, he is a star, and that is Simmons, because his averages against Kawhi is terrible, and he's not playing well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I regret to say I really want him to succeed, but he's not playing well.
No.
He's getting outplayed by a guy that's averaging 36 and shooting above 60%.
Yeah.
In the series. My goodness. But look, they're going home. They got their games tomorrow. They're playing in Philly. Obviously, it's a must-win.
I think they will.
I think they can, and it's going to go to 7. In Game 7, firstly, will Embiid not have food poisoning or be sick?
He's just got to stop eating crap.
My goodness. And 2, like, can Philly solve Kawhi Leonard?
I actually think that Kawhi will continue to play well.
Yeah.
I just don't think that Toronto, the rest of them, will actually be able to support him. I think in Game 7, they'll fall apart a little bit.
Yeah.
At least I really hope they do.
I do too. I do too. In the first 3 games, Philly were up 2-1. And a nice little fun fact, that James Ennis had scored 36 points in the first 3 games, and the Toronto bench had scored 34. That was rude. Now, obviously, that's changed. That's changed. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I think maybe a lot of the social talk about that has helped Toronto and their bench, because since then they've had 2 very good games. But man, James Ennis, I'd love to see him and Philly bring it out. But at the moment, it's interesting. It's a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Moving into the West.
Yeah, which one? You
let's talk about Portland.
Yeah, okay.
And Denver. Denver up 3-2, and looking command. I think Portland not having Nurk has surfaced. They got away with it in the first round, but the second round they're versing one of the best centers in the league, and Kansas still got no shoulder. His arm's here and his body's here.
Like when he's not playing, he's using his jersey as a sling,
literally to hold his.
It. Yeah.
So they're in command, but
yeah,
Portland going home. Must win. I think they win.
Yeah.
At home, they feel a bit more comfortable. They got blown out in Game 5, and then it's another Game 7.
Yeah. And we know your boy likes to perform. I actually think with this one, I'm impressed with how Denver's been able to turn around, because they didn't look great against San Antonio, but
they weren't.
But against Portland, they've really made a change, and they almost look like the better team. But Portland has stepped up in the right moments to actually take a couple of games.
Without Damian Lillard having the best series,
they've
definitely focused getting the ball out of his hands. I will say, I actually think this is the most entertaining series of this second round. That we've had a quadruple overtime game where
Oh, that
One of
was
the most epic
so
games.
nice. I love that game. That was so good.
Now, I know that you turned it on with 3 minutes to go in regulation,
Yeah.
thinking that you're going to watch 3 minutes of good basketball. An hour later,
About an hour.
you're just chilling, watching.
Free basketball.
Oh. Like, so they've had that we've had all of them except for the last one, really close games. Different types of games. It's been fun. It's been really good.
It's been good high offense.
And it's just been basketball. There hasn't been trash. There hasn't been all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
It's just hard, fast paced basketball.
Yeah.
That I hope goes to game 7.
I think at the moment, like, CJ McCollum has been essential for them.
Oh, it really has
This
been.
round. And I think the guy who I thought for Denver, like, if Denver was to play well, obviously they need Jokic to play well because he's their guy.
Yeah.
But the guy who I've loved ever since picking him up in fantasy basketball last year
My fantasy guy.
has been Gary Harris.
Yeah.
Because the guy's got some pretty good offense.
Yeah.
But just his defense on Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum, whoever he's playing on, I felt like that was just really important.
It's been
for the team.
tough.
And
Indeed.
he has made it hard for Damian.
Oh, really hard. He's always there.
Yeah.
And he has definitely been underrated and doing really well for them.
Yeah.
And for a young guy as well.
Yeah.
They got a beautiful future.
Yeah.
They got Michael Porter Jr. just sitting there, side note.
Oh, yeah.
Had anyone thought about that guy? I saw him in a suit and I was like, wait a second. Like their future is looking really good. Not just their future, if they beat Portland, their now is looking very interesting.
The one who I probably should have thought of as being their X factor is actually the guy that has started the last couple of games to play well and has caused a lot of trouble for Portland.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Paul Millsap.
Oh, no, that's not what I was talking about.
Will Barton.
Will Barton. But you're right. Paul
Both
Millsap,
of them.
They have both stepped up.
Oh.
And like Paul Millsap was always solid, but now he's just like, I got to take some offense.
That
I gotta
guy.
help my young guys out, and he's doing it.
He's killing them.
He is so efficient from the field. And at the end of that quadruple overtime game,
Yeah.
when they needed a basket, give it to Paul Millsap,
Oh.
and he just put it in the ring.
The two guys scoring for them in those situations,
Yeah.
Will Barton, Paul Millsap. Will Barton has also been money.
Yeah.
He's come off the bench and lit them up.
Yeah.
I had as the guy that I thought needed to step up for the series, and obviously mine was going to be a Portland guy, was CJ.
Yeah.
I think he's had a good series. He had a bad game 5.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can bounce back in game 6.
Yeah.
Whoever gets through that round is going to be somewhat happy because Houston versus the Warriors
Yes.
got so interesting today.
Yeah.
So game 5, Warriors go in, they get a close win, not a blowout win.
5 points.
5 points. The big factor, Kevin Durant may have torn his Achilles.
Wow.
Like, if he's torn it, they've kind of since then they've said that it's a calf strain. I think they're trying to hide what it actually is.
Yeah.
If it's a calf strain, he's still going to be out for the rest of this series, which isn't over.
Well, if Kevin Durant's out,
Yep.
does Golden State take one more game from Houston, or does Houston get 2 in a row?
Well, my biggest thing for this series so far that I had written down here is Curry shooting before today's game. So I didn't have today's game added to this. He was shooting 12 of 46 threes over the first 4. He's not shooting well.
No.
He's not shooting well, and now he's their offense. Without Durant, he's now their offense.
Yeah.
Clay's going to get more of an opportunity. They're going to be the 2015 and 16 Warriors again.
They
have to back.
They haven't got
Bogut back in. But can that basketball and that basketball that haven't been playing win them a game in 2 games? Will Houston, because Houston...
I think it's going to come down to Houston more than it's going to come down to the Warriors. I think what we've seen from the Warriors is what we're going to get. I don't think they're stepping up. I don't think they're going back. It's just going to be, does Houston fall apart?
I think Houston wins the next one. We're going to game 6. We've got 3 games going to game 6, which firstly is awesome.
Oh, this is
The second round
has been fantastic.
The NBA right now is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
People should be watching.
Yeah, because even the Bucks gentlemen sweeping the Celtics was interesting. Like,
Yeah.
what? But now, 3 game sixes, I think all teams that are down right now win. I reckon we're going to have 3 game sevens.
Oh,
In
man.
the semis. Oh my goodness.
I hope you're right, and I think you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's just me wanting that so bad.
Oh, I want it.
yeah.
I want it bad. So bad. But anyway, all I can say is that 3 game sevens,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care who wins. It would just be a viewer's delight. It'd be delicious.
Yeah. Well,
Double D. Who's winning? Who's winning the series?
Who's okay?
Out of the 3.
Wait. Out of what 3?
Out of the 3 game sevens or game sixes.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, so Milwaukee's in. Who's versing Milwaukee?
76ers.
I agree. 76ers. I hope.
But then obviously Milwaukee will go through anyway.
I'm going to pick the 76ers
To go
if they
through?
Yeah, if they win this one, I reckon they'll go through.
You reckon they win the finals?
We'll get to that.
Alright.
We'll get to that.
Alright.
Okay, so both tip 76ers. Most people would say unwise, but we are.
We are unwise.
And we're tipping them. Who's making the finals in the West?
Okay. give me Houston and Portland.
Boy!
Yes.
Houston and Portland. Okay. Portland. I think Portland. I got to back Portland until they don't make it.
Either way, whatever happens, I want either Portland or Denver to go through to the final.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think. Hell with it. Houston's going to beat the Warriors as well. Stuff it. Why not? I don't know if that's going to happen, but it could. Durant out. It's the best chance they're ever going to get.
Yep.
Do to the Warriors what they did to Houston last year.
Oh, you're right.
It'd
This
be
is
a
exact-
reverse.
Yes.
Chris Paul goes
Paul-
out.
Oh, this is
Oh.
delicious.
This is so good. If it happens,
Okay, if it happens, what are we doing if it happens?
I'm not standing up. It's gonna be such an awesome situation if that happens, because then everyone can just be like trolling each other bad. Because since then, Warriors have been like, oh, we didn't have Iggy for the series, would have killed you if we had Iggy. Like, stop complaining, Chris Paul. Rockets going, oh, we could have had it. Chris Paul was there, we won. Let's see if the Rockets can do it to the Warriors. If they can, evens it up.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It doesn't really matter. Even if Golden State gets through, they're going to lose to the next round.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
One bold prediction for the last couple of games.
Wait, you want one from me?
From you.
Okay, one from me.
Make it up. What's happening?
Okay.
He's got it.
My
Listen.
bold prediction. No, this is going to be stupid. I wasn't even going to... You do one while I think. You do
Okay.
because you've got one.
I got one.
You got one? I'll take yours. Blazers... Wait, no, you go. Okay.
Walk-off game series winner from Lillard. Another one.
Wait, in which round?
40 feet this time. No, he's doing it in game 7 against Denver.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Alright.
Also, I want those shoot back a lot.
That's a bold prediction.
Anyway, honestly think that's my bold prediction. Lillard, Ty scored, no. Portland down by 1. Lillard, 40-foot logo. Mile High City crashes down. Portland, boy.
Alright, stop.
Okay, stop. Sorry.
Okay, the problem is, any of my predictions, they're not bold because they're going to happen, and I know that for sure.
Tell me.
But I'll do one that, if Milwaukee doesn't make it through to the finals, my prediction is that Philly gets to the finals on the back of Jimmy Butler, averaging 30 plus in the conference finals.
Oh, I like that.
As their, what you would call probably their third option.
Yeah.
I think he just takes over, being the savvy vet he is. And I love myself ex-Chicago players. I want them all back.
Look, I think that is awesome. If Philly go through, there we have it. Butler averaging 30.
That's it. 30, 5-5, 3 steals, 2 blocks a game.
And a game winner.
2 game winners.
We're done.
Done. That's it. No, Derrick Rose MVP.